Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Vinci Vibe Plus. Today we are gonna be making a Hawaiian sling, homemade style. I made one of these the last time when I went to do the river vlog when I was catching the crayfish, and some people commented that some people should take this style and make the same kind of sling to catch crayfish. Somebody even mentioned T-bag and Papi, because if you remember when I was in Jamaica, when we went to the Spanish bridge, when we were catching crayfish, we were only catching them with our hands, right? So that's why they mentioned Papi and T-bag. So if you notice, I'm gonna tell you what all I have. So I'm gonna tell you everything that you need. You need some rubber, some elastic rubber. It can be spare gun rubber, but just mean you have to burst it in two, because remember, you're not shooting fish, you're shooting crayfish. Crayfish can be small. They can be huge, but you know the shell is very soft. So you need a piece of this, and the length that you want, it varies. It can be a long piece, it can be a short piece, depending on how much power you want. Right? Here I have a piece of bag material, like the strap from a traveling bag. This is it right here, and you can make it like a slingshot style, because you know this is how you make a slingshot, right? You have a tie. This is where you place a stone. You tie this to your stick, and then you shoot. So you can do it like this, or you have any other option that you can do, but this is how I choose to do it now, right? In the video it was different, so I'm showing you guys another style. Okay, you need a piece of PVC pipe, just like this. Could be longer. If you notice, I have a longer piece here, short piece, and a longer piece. So this is what you're gonna do. You need a steel also. This will be like the harpoon that goes into the crayfish, right, or the lobster, crab, or whatever, because you know you can make crabs in the river. So you need one of this, and you can make this from a bucket handle, or let me show you. This is a piece of metal that I saw a kid with in our neighborhood, and as soon as I saw him with it, this is what came to my mind. Oh, I can make an extra one with this, because usually when I go to the river, there's always other friends with me. So you can find any stainless steel, something that's not gonna rust or something like that, to make the harpoon from. So this, I think I got this from a bucket handle, and I just straighten it. And this, I'm gonna do the same. I'm just gonna take off all this plastic stuff and straighten this whole piece and build another one from this. All right, what else you need? You need this bike tube, as we call it, bike rubber, right? You need this for sure. I'm gonna show you later on what I'm gonna do with this. All right, for now, but now let me show you. I already started to, if you notice, I already started to build the trigger mechanism, because this is the trigger mechanism. This is what you pull back, and this is what launches your spear. So if you don't want to use the rubber that I just showed you, which is this one, to band this here, ta-da, you can use zip tie. So let me show you what you're gonna do with the zip tie. Right, so look at this. You see what I did with the zip tie? The first zip tie, you're gonna do the same thing over here, right? So put it over. Make sure it's right up to the end, and then you just pull. See that? Pull until it's tight. That's not going anywhere. And remember, you're not shooting sharks. You're not shooting barracudas. You're shooting crayfish. Get the scissors. You just cut off the excess. That's it. Right, so these extra piece right here, if you want you can leave them outside, but it's more better to put them inside. So it's gonna be like this. So your sling will look more neater, you know, instead of getting them outside and you're seeing these two big pieces bulging out. So you put them inside. Right. So that's our trigger mechanism right there already. Right there. Okay, what we need now is this. So this will be going like this. This will be going there, like that. And you're gonna use the same black rubber. You're gonna use the same rubber that I showed you just now to band this. It's easy, guys, very easy. Even a kid can do this. So you got your scissors. You can get your scissors. This is the bike. I was looking for one of these how long, and then the other day I saw some of the youths in the neighborhood who like bikes. So I asked them, they said, yeah, we have. And one of them run and bring me back this one. So I got extra right now if I want to do anything. So this, guys, you're gonna cut it. You're gonna cut it evenly. It doesn't have to be evenly, but at least, you know, make it look presentable. Just like that, straight down the middle. And you know rubber always carry a smell, right? So when you finish, wash your hands. So we come from here. Cut it right down. Make sure, guys, when you're doing this, make sure you try and get it as even, because remember, if you make one uneven cut, when you start to pull the rubber, it can burst right where the unevenness is. So try and get it even as possible. Right. So we got one piece. I think we need like about 2 pieces. So you cut another piece very quickly. Guys, the sun is hot this morning. It was raining this morning a little bit. Now the sun is out. Anyway, I need the sun for the content. And I can see there's a little bit of rain up by the mountain. Right. So we got the 2 pieces, guys. So as I said, make sure put these 2 pieces inside. And you have to band them together. You can't do one first and do the other one. And make sure they're at the same level. So you band them on the side of the conduit, like this. Make sure they're on the side. Got some rain, guys, just a bit of dewing. Oh, I'm getting eaten by sandflies here. See that? Just like what I'm doing there. Just like that. That's what we are doing. So we're gonna use the other piece. That's good enough already. That's not going anywhere. Then, just like that. Pull enough. Wow. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, guys. Like that, you pull the extra, put it under your finger. All right, just like that. That is secure right there. Okay, this is your harpoon now. So this goes here. What I usually do is at the end of this, I put a small piece of rubber there. And it's good to tie a piece of string at the end of this because you can be in the river shooting. And remember, if you launch this, this thing takes off with a lot of speed. And sometimes the river can be dark if you don't have a light and you're gonna lose it. So basically, this is it right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this, guys. See where it's stuck? Yeah, so simple as that. We have a Hawaiian spear. So as I said, I'm gonna straighten this piece out. I'm gonna make an extra one. So whenever we go to the river, we can have an extra. I don't think you guys saw. I'm gonna give this a proper test so you guys can see the amount of power this thing has. Stay tuned. All right. And also, I forgot to mention, you want to put like a gill at the end of your spear. Sharpen it a little bit and put like a small gill. Put a small gill so whenever it enters the crayfish, it will not come out that easily. All right. So I put an X. I put an X there on the papa tree, and we're gonna see if we can hit the X. Guys, this is not for kids. Don't play around. Whenever people is around, don't play with this thing. This thing can blind somebody. This thing can cause death also. All right. So let's see. Miss, and I went far, guys. You see why I say this needs a string on it? Let's say, for instance, that we was in the river. Lost. If we don't have an extra one, lost our spear. So let's try again. Let's try again. I'm gonna stay from here. Look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. See that? It just missed the X just by like 2 inches. But I proved my point. See how powerful this thing is? This is how powerful this thing is. Look at that. And I hardly could get it out. Technology. That is how powerful this thing is. Yes, my beautiful people. So, whoa, this thing is hard to come out. So don't be afraid to venture out and try new things. So this is a homemade Hawaiian sling. Check it out again. A homemade Hawaiian sling. It can just be made from anything around the yard. Old rubber, a piece of conduit, a bucket handle, any piece of steel you can use. You don't need the steel too big either, right? Just like about an 1/8 of an inch or a little bit bigger than 1/8 of an inch, because remember, you're shooting crayfish, not barracudas. So this is it right here. All right. So stay tuned to the channel. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right. Let's get 1,000 likes on this video. Peace out. Vinci Vibe Plus saying, Vinci Vibe playing. Love God, love people. Until the next one finds us, how we find the next one. We are out. Boom.